Today we're going to do something really simple. I'm going to show you how to make some lasagna. Now, lasagna, like meatballs, everybody's mother makes the best, and there's no doubt about it. This is just a simple one that I make that makes it easy for you to put together quickly and feed your family. It's not so much the traditional old world Italian lasagna, but it's very good. It's simple, using some simple ingredients. I'm just going to show you what to do, and we'll be right back to start the process. So the first thing we need, I made a big vat of marinara sauce yesterday. I've got about 3 quarts of it here. You don't need that much. I've got my marinara sauce. I have some fresh sausage that I just picked up today. Use a nice sausage. You need a good flavor. I got some grass-fed ground beef. We need some fresh mozzarella, some grated cheese, Parmesan, and Romano. We need a ricotta, a couple of eggs, and some Barilla oven-ready pasta. This makes it really simple to put this together. Okay, while our meat's cooking, got a nice sink going on here between the sausage and the hamburger. Remember, it's cooking in the garlic oil. And then we're gonna just season it up a little bit. In the meantime, while we're doing that, break a couple eggs in the bowl. We're gonna take our ricotta cheese mix. We're gonna take ricotta cheese, we're gonna add it in here. I'm gonna take about 3/4 of this. Here was 3/4 full, so we're gonna mix this here with the egg. Okay, some people like to do this. You don't have to do it this way. I like doing it this way just to give some consistency to the ricotta. I'm gonna add some Romano. I'm gonna add some fresh parsley to this. A little bit of Parmesan. I want some salt and pepper in here. Everything that goes into the lasagna has to be flavored and seasoned before you put it together. Okay? Let's get a little salt and pepper in our ground beef here. The sausage has already got a lot of flavor in it, so I'm not putting too much. Again, some salt and pepper here. And I use kosher salt. And again, you ask why? I told you. I don't know. I like kosher salt. All right, so we're mixing this here up. We don't gotta go crazy with this. It's got some nice flavor. We're not making whipped cream, we're making ricotta, okay? And there we go. We've got some ricotta. Very nice. This here, this is my little trick, my little secret. This is to cut corners. I hate boiling the pasta, I hate doing all of that stuff. And you know what? That's an art. Making a lasagna is an art, and an artist needs to have time to do it. Now, I'm an artist too, but I'm a artist. So what I do is I make it the easy way. I don't have time to make the lasagna like that, although it is better if you can buy some fresh pasta. Fantastic, you can do that too. Again, this is a simple, quick way for me to throw something together and get it in the oven in 20 minutes. All right, so here we are. This is flavored up. It's all cooked through. We want to take the fat, the juice here, we want to take that out of there, so I'm just going to strain it into a bowl, okay, because we don't need that in there. Now, you can do it easier than this if you want. I'm just taking it all out because all we want is the meat in there. It's all flavored with the garlic oil, the salt and pepper, okay? I'm taking about 90% of it out of there. Doesn't need to be bone dry. I'm gonna take this here, I'm just gonna set it aside. I'm gonna put it in a bowl or a platter, whatever you wanna put it on. And I want this here to cool down. Here it is. I want it to cool off, and I'll show you why. Because we're gonna assemble with our hands, and we don't wanna grab anything that's burning hot. Okay, our stuff is all prepared now. Again, we got the marinara that I made the other day. You can make your own or buy one that you want to use. This is mine. Can't tell you how to make that one. I have my sausage and my hamburger. We'll put the bowl here. It's cooled off enough. I got a little bit more Parmesan cheese I'm probably going to use. Now we've got our pasta. Now again, you're using a dried pasta from the box, and you don't boil it. It's no boil, it's just an oven-ready pasta. And there's a trick to using this here, because if you use it right, it's not bad at all. It's really good. It almost is like, comes out like a fresh pasta, but there's a little way, there's a few secrets that you have to know in order to do it right, because I've made a lot of these here. Okay, so let me show you what we're gonna do. We're gonna start off with just a couple of pans, always get two, because I'm gonna try and make 2 lasagnas out of this, one for now to eat now, and one for later that we're gonna put in the freezer. You just wanna coat your pan with a little non-stick cooking spray. That's part 1, okay? Step 1. Step 2, you always put some sauce in the bottom of the pan. You're working with a dry pasta here, and it's really important that the secret to making this here come out kind of really nice is you have to have enough sauce and enough wet ingredients that this here doesn't get like a piece of, plastic coming out of it. It comes out like a piece of pasta, okay? I'm gonna assemble one at a time here for the sake of time. I'm just gonna do one right now, and then I can go make my other one later. Okay, so take your pasta, overlap it slightly in the pan. Get about 4 down. You can go 3. I like it a little bit more. Okay. We want to start with, I take my hamburger. Now my hamburger is seasoned. I always taste my food before I use it here. If it doesn't have any flavor, it's not going to have any flavor in here. So if you need some salt, pepper, a little more garlic, whatever you may use in it, season it. Make sure it's got flavor. Let's put some meat down here. Are you getting this, Nancy? So we can see it. And notice I'm not killing anything. I'm putting a little bit down. Next, I want to put some of the Oraganic mix that I made here. And again, I'm not going crazy with this here and spreading it evenly when this here cooks. It's all going to come down. I want to get just a touch more sauce on there. And I want to take our next layer. This time I'm going to go this way with it. And I'm going to push it down just a little bit, just to spread out that cheese there, a little on the bottom, okay? Want to get that sauce. Now we don't got to kill it with sauce, but the sauce is what's going to make that pasta, keep it from really drying out and bake really nicely. Next, let's put a little sausage on this layer here. And you don't have to pack it down or fill it up with sausage. It's a pasta dish. You can make it as hearty as you want, but you don't have to do that. I've got my fresh mozzarella that I showed you that I bought. I buy it already sliced, thin sliced, so I don't have to mess around. We're gonna put a layer of fresh mozzarella on here now. So I got one layer with the ricotta and the hamburger, and one layer with the sausage and the mozzarella. Okay? We don't have to kill it. You know what? Looks like a good time. Maybe add a little Parmesan cheese to it. Not too much. A little bit. I feel like adding it. Okay. There it is. I'm looking for my mapping. You know, somebody made a comment on one of my videos and asked, "Where's your dish towel?" And I told you, it's not a dish towel. This is a mapping. Okay? If you're gonna use a mapping, call it by its right name. I don't ever want to hear dish towel again, okay? Mapping. Okay, so we got those 2 layers down. Let's repeat that again, okay? A little more sauce. I always put sauce on the pasta so it doesn't, again, dry out in any way. Now all the ingredients that we're using in here, except for the meat, it's wet. You know, there's moisture in it. So, we've got our ricotta. And the hamburger goes with this one. Oh, that looks good. A little So I've got about 3 quarts of sauce altogether. I'm using about 1.5 quarts of sauce in this lasagna. And let's put some sauce. Ooh, nice piece of basil. I don't leave my basil in it. I just cook it with the basil. And look at this. You can get a little more much. And my sausage. And let's finish this here off, cover it up. See? Things are so easy to work with. It's like you're working with a piece of plastic, but it comes out really nice. We're gonna get this in the oven. We're gonna cover it up. We're gonna let it cook for about 45 minutes or so in the oven. We're gonna let it set up for about another 15-20 minutes, and we got lasagna. I've covered this here now with some foil. I'm putting it into a 400-degree oven. We're gonna let that cook again for about 45 minutes. We're gonna take a look at it in 45 minutes. See how nice and bubbly and everything is looking. If it needs more time, I'll leave it in longer. But about 45 minutes or so should be good. We'll be back. Okay, so I'm back. This is the last one that we got. I assembled this here. I just want to show you what this looks like, and I want to show you a couple of things about it, okay? So Nancy, if you can zoom in here for me. So here it is. Notice the way it's stacked up here. Notice I've got a little bit of room in the pan. Okay, what's going to happen is when this cooks, the water from the pasta, from the tomato sauce, the marinara, the cheese, everything, it's going to absorb. The pasta is going to absorb all of those liquids. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to save this one here for another time. We're going to freeze this one. But the key to freezing this here and doing it right is you have to par cook it. By par cooking it, we're probably gonna put this in for about 25 minutes or so in that oven. While that other one is in there cooking, I'm gonna put it in, I'm gonna cover it, okay? And we're gonna par cook it, we're gonna take it out, we're gonna let it sit, we're gonna let it rest, and it's gonna be there for a while. We're gonna let it cool off completely before we actually put that into the oven, okay? Give a chance for the water to get absorbed into everything. The liquids, and then we're going to cover it, and we're going to cover it correctly so you can keep it in your freezer for as long as you want. As long as you want. And when you're ready, maybe a Sunday dinner, you can pull it out, let it thaw out, and then overnight, and then pop it in the oven for another half an hour or so. You got a perfect lasagna. Because lasagna always tastes better the second day. You notice that? The lasagna always tastes better the second day. So this is a simple, quick lasagna that I make. They come out delicious. This isn't the only type of lasagna there is. There's a lot of different products, a lot of different items that you can put in it. Everybody makes it different. This is something for you. Satisfy yourself. Add anything else that you want to it. Just don't tell them I made it, okay? All right, wrap it up. I use a heavy-duty foil on top also. So you don't have to, I just like it a little bit better. We're gonna put this one here on the next rack. Get that one in there. All right, okay. So it's about 25 minutes now. I'm taking the first lasagna out. I'm taking the first one that I put in, and I'm gonna turn it, and I'm gonna put it on the top rack now. I got a higher and a lower rack. I'm gonna put that back in there. About another 20 minutes. So let's see what we've got here. This is the one that I was telling you about, that we were gonna par cook this one. So look what's happening here. See what happens? See that pasta? It's gotten nice and soft. Okay, a little crunchy on the edge. Isn't that nice? We like a little bit of that. The mozzarella is melting. Look at the water that is in this here too, or all of the stuff that from the cheeses and everything that just melted down here. It's all getting absorbed into this pasta now. That's what makes this oven-ready pasta, where it comes out really nice, is having enough liquid in it. So what we're gonna do is now we're gonna let this here just stay like this here. I'm gonna let this here cool. I'll cover it so I want all of this here to get absorbed. And I'm gonna let it cool. I'm gonna leave it a little bit looser now so some of the steam escapes. Okay, but we want it enough so that it still absorbs the rest of that liquid. Okay, we're gonna let that sit and we're gonna let it cool. Make sure you put it on something that's got air underneath it. You don't want it sitting on something flat there. You want it on something air underneath it. Okay, let that cool. We're gonna let the other one bake a little bit longer. I just got done making some lasagna and I've got some dead time while they're cooking and I got a little crazy. Okay, how many of you remember in elementary school getting a sloppy Joe for the first time? Do you remember sloppy Joes? I remember them. I tasted it. It was like, not too bad, but we can make this better. So I went home and I made the Italian sloppy Joe. I'm gonna show you what that looks like. It's a little bit different than what we got at school. Okay, we take some dough and we're making some fried dough here. We're gonna make some doughboys. These got cooked a little over, but they'll be okay. Take a little dough. I just bought some dough in the store. I cut it into pieces. I'm stretching it out. We're gonna put it in the oil. We're gonna cook them up right away. Okay, so we're back and I'm showing you how to make the Italian sloppy Joe. So here's what I did. I was making a lasagna. I had some hamburger left over here and I had a little bit of sausage left over. Mostly hamburger, a little bit of sausage. I took some diced onion, a little diced pepper, red pepper, and some celery. I added some marinara sauce to it, and what do we got? We got Italian sloppy Joe here. Now, the Americans, they put it on some hamburger buns. The Italian, this is a little crazy. This is a new creation that I have here. We make it over dough boys. In this house, it's dough girls. We got all girls. We don't do dough boys. We do dough girls. Okay? So now, we take this here. We put it over the fried dough. Oh, doesn't that look good? A little grated cheese. A little pecorino romano on there. And what do we got? Slabon, we call this. The slabon. No sloppy Joe in the Italian house. In the Organic Guinea's house, it's slabon. Or utsutsus, if some of you know it as utsutsus. This is slabons. I gotta go try it. I'll let you know how it comes out. Okay, the lasagna just came out of the oven. I just opened it up. This is gonna set up for about good 15, 20 minutes. So it's not just too hot and falls apart. You want it to take it out and cut it in together. The pasta is nice and cooked. It's like, it's got a nice, like almost fresh pasta kind of feel to it. Okay, when we're ready to eat this here, I'm gonna just put this here like this. I'm gonna cover it. I'm gonna let it set up for about 15, 20 minutes, and then we're gonna eat lasagna. Okay, time to have some lasagna. Now that it's 2 o'clock in the morning, it's the best time to eat lasagna too. So, now that our lasagna is all set up, let's take a look here. We're gonna cut it into whatever size you want. Be careful. You notice how nice this here cuts. You don't want to put, you can cut them whatever size that you like to serve them at. I'm going to be careful not to pierce the bottom of the pan with a sharp knife. All right, now I'm just gonna cut some nice square sized pieces here. Just pasta is like really like fresh pasta. Very, very nice. Okay, I take a spatula here. And you can see we've let this set up. Look at this lasagna, how nice it comes out of there. We've got a nice layer there going on. Look at that. That come out nice. Look at this now. Look inside the pan here, man. It's coming in. I want to just show you. You can see that all the liquid is absorbed. Look at the nice layers that we got here. This baked really, really nice. And this is, again, this is a simple lasagna. You know, just some meat in sauce and, you know, nothing crazy. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna serve it now. Take a little bit more marinara. Make our plate look really nice here. A little extra sauce. Oh yeah. You can eat it without the extra marinara, don't even need that. Put a little garnish on our plate. Ah, a little fresh basil. Doesn't that look delicious? Tomorrow, this is even gonna be better. So, lasagna, buon appetito, enjoy.